Let's see. So I can do this. Check out all the cool new stuff in experimental before I go. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Alright, so let's go higher. The floater islands go higher than this. Haven't even looked into that. We're directly next to the Aurora. Yeah, I'm curious if I can actually build through the Aurora. It'd also be nice if there's like an external walkway that I could make. But it doesn't look like there's anything of the sort. There's actually surprisingly few base pieces in this game. Like, surprisingly few. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna make one glass quarter there, just so we can see. And, oh, here's a question. If I put that there, can I... Oh, I can construct it. So yeah, we can go way higher than this. We just need proper chutes and ladders and nonsense. Well, that's actually super helpful. Can I put one more module even higher? No, I can clip them into each other, which is kind of confusing and interesting. I don't know. Okay. Well, this is bizarre nonsense. The game's also starting to lag. So what we're probably going to do is when I start messing around with the experimental stuff, I'll probably make a new world just because we've made an unholy monstrosity. Getting above the Aurora seems kind of like a fruitless venture here. Possible, but time-consuming, and I don't know if my computer's going to be able to handle it. Oh, we should actually see what kind of graphic settings we're looking at. Maybe one of the reasons why it's not doing... Nope, it's on minimum. Okay. So you'll need to get on top of your base. Oh, okay. Idea time. Let's see if this will drop me on top of a tube. Okay. Let me see if I can do some things. For starters, this game really does not like what I am doing right now. Alright, let's see. Exterior modules, no. Let's try like miscellaneous. Can I put like a vending machine out here? Damn. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm outside, so I can probably make like a small fortune of multi-purpose rooms if I'm close enough. Let's just make sure we don't fall off. Anyway, I'm gonna turn on no damage. We're pretty high here. This is nuts. I dig this. I think when when the game fully is out, I think when the game is fully out, I'm gonna do like a base that actually has chutes that let you go to different sections of the map. The only problem is it wouldn't let me bring a vehicle with, but it would be a good way of like getting to some of the more convenient locations. Anyway, let's just try exploding the ship a second time. Gotta say, that looks cool. How many holes do I have in this poor base now? Oh shit, it just, like, wiped out a section over there. Either that or it hasn't properly loaded, I'm not entirely sure. You know what? Do we go back and check? Sure. Is there falling damage in this game? Oh wait, no, I have no damage on. Well, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, when does a game like the stuff that I do to it? This is a fair point. Oh! Is this how I can get up top? Can I not? Really? Ah. Okay, so the parts I thought were broken are not broken. Here's a question. Interestingly enough, we don't have any more breaches, so either the thing is already so jankeliciously destroyed that it doesn't matter, or I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, we're actually getting closer to the top than I thought, so let's keep going up. I'm just gonna keep breaking this game. We're gonna do what horrors we can. It's weird, it doesn't get laggy until we get to about here, and that's when it starts to get to be a problem. Let's see, so this is the one, we can probably go higher now. I'm just gonna build up. I have no sense of design here. I'm just using and abusing as much as I can. Here's the question. Can I just do vertical tubes? No, I can't. Alright, well, let's do a hatch. And we should probably go down one level. Easiest trick to get outside is have some kind of tunnel that you can stand on with your hatch. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Yeah, the thing is, if I could have like one of these like extending up, that would work great. Let's see, can I get a foundation floating out here somewhere? There it is. Okay, here's the next question. Can we just forever stack floating foundations? Awesome. Okay, now what? Can I do... There's got to be one of these that I can, crawl up. Or something, I don't know. Let's see if I can... Yeah, because I can't put them up like half steps or anything like that. What if I do... weird nonsense like this? Yep, that's good. Okay, can I get a vertical tube coming out the top? I can. Yeah, I've never tested these. Can you get a ladder out? Oh, one of them. Somebody told me once that you could. Doesn't look like vertical tubes work. Okay, well... This is... This is stupid. Alright, yeah, let's just keep putting foundations down for the time being. Make this poor game cry or something. Oof. Okay, yeah, so I want to be, like, right in the middle of the explosion. I can't believe that this game cares. Okay, oh, you can put a ladder in the vertical tube if you put another piece above it. Awesome. Does this work? I don't know if this works. I don't think that works. Okay, let's see if I can have... Oh yeah, we can in fact have a ladder that goes up through this. And it just goes up straight through the tube. Nice. Okay. Let's see, will it let me? Ah, it won't let me build it though. So yeah, I can have another tube, but it doesn't look like this is really the solution I'm looking for, just because trying to get around that is going to be a small nightmare. But we do know about, we do know that we can use them in the future. But yeah, I think if I'm gonna wanna... mess around with this stuff, that'll be how we do it. This thing's moot. I'm just trying to figure out, like, a better way to ascend. What if we try, like, some of the smaller structures? Like observatories or moon pools. Actually, a moon pool might not be a terrible idea. I'm just gonna put an observatory there because it makes me giggle. Actually, that's a pretty sweet spot to have a...
Power only. Oxygen production offline.
This is a sweet spot to have an observatory. Okay. Well, seeing as it's moaning about solar panels, let's see. Or lack of power. Is this even gonna power the base? Is it? Yeah, this is all connected. I don't know. Question nothing. Nothing, I say. Okay. How's the base's power now? Alright, so the lights are on. Awesome. Someone said to do ghost for no clip. Nope. It doesn't look like... What the... What? What's that? Have I just never seen that before? Or is that intentional? That's really weird. Let's see, what's my objective? Get on top of the Aurora or do whatever? I'm just doing whatever the hell I want. Yeah, so that's the island. I did not realize that the islands would be hidden that way. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm just mostly screwing around. Now here's the question. Explode ship. Yeah, I want to be right in the middle of that. We're actually pretty much in the right spot. So yeah, we're gonna get a little bit closer, I think. We'll also try fixing the Aurora up beforehand. Oh, this does not like this. I do hope we get some external structures at some point, though. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, those are to hide the islands, which actually makes a fair amount of sense. Okay. But yeah, this is a wee bit time-consuming, and I apologize for that. But at the same time, it is kind of fun to do this kind of shenaniganry. Command Sub Aurora to put you on top. I'll take a look at that. Let's see. How's the grundlage knowing there's an infinite abyss below you in a Reaper Leviathan? Surprisingly ungrundled. Whoa. Alright, don't question it. Oh, shoot. I guess I gotta get rid of that one. Well, that's fine. Let me see. So if I try it again... Oh, it's like the front that explodes. I mean, technically I was kind of in the middle of that, but still. Okay. Yeah, can we look over the edge? Yeah, unfortunately you're not really gonna spot much of anything. Which kinda sucks. But that's okay. Alright. Well... honestly, we've came a fair way. Yeah, let's just keep going around. What am I looking for during the explosion? Oh, I just want to see the explosion from the inside. Here's the thing about special effects. They're only meant to be seen from, like, certain angles, generally. It's very, very rare that, like, you get to, say, be inside the middle of an explosion that you're supposed to see from afar. What's a good example? It's like the back half of, Sovereign. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but they're, in a lot of games, you know, they don't render half of a thing just so you don't have, just so they don't have to program it or model it or, you know, for, you know, performance purposes, effectively. And the point is, I want to just see how awful this looks from the inside, just because I mean, it was really cool from up front, but, like, what kind of nonsense can we run into? Especially because at this point, like, I really can't do anything else with this specific run. Because, like, the moment I try and put anything down, it's just like, how do you feel about lag? Because, ooh. Find a glitch piece in Skyrim and you end up on the wrong side of the mountain. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love finding weird holes in games. I'm always mildly disappointed I never got a job in QA. But obviously I have a better job now, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's do restore ship. Ooh. Whoa, really? Oh. Huh! There's an invisible wall here. That's funny. Now that's an interesting hole. So the hitbox for the Aurora is actually a lot larger than it is. Wow. Also the textures are pretty damn bad. Try the cheat sub-Aurora. I'll try that very shortly. Right now I want to get into the front and watch this thing blow up. And see what we can get into and take a look at. Because, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I've run out of content to, like, really go after for Subnautica, so now it's just like, what's the weird stuff that I can do instead? And the answer is, like this. I like how creepy this music is. I'd love to see them actually have, like... Oh. Every once in a while I see, like, a weird border out there, and it's probably the edge of the world. I wonder if you can do stuff about that. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is... I'm just gonna get around to the front of the Aurora. This way. Partially because I actually don't know what the front of the Aurora looks like from this angle. I actually barely even know what the Aurora looks like, period. But, yeah, so what I want to do is get around to the front. Get around to the front of this thing, blow it up in my face, some other stuff. Then we're going to... then we're gonna break the, we're gonna... Okay, so we're gonna blow it up in our face, go inside of it, and then repair it and see what it looks like from the inside. And then after that, we're probably gonna make a new round. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the, Okay, so we want to just keep going. Ugh. This lags so bad whenever we, like, put something down. At least we're almost done. Like, we're pretty much at the front of the boat. Oh yeah, there's some other things that, we get to, we're gonna be goofing around with. I want to do, I want to see the front of this thing. There's actually some interesting things that you can do. I wonder how high you can get. I'm probably not going to mess around with it, though. But, yeah. This would have been easier if you started at the front of the boat. You're not wrong. Alright, let's just go turn and see what I can do at the front of the boat. So yeah, it would have been much faster had I started at the front of the boat. But it's too late now. And apart from, like, somehow figuring out how to deconstruct everything that I've already done, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, some of the other cheats that I know of that I want to mess around with. There's one that actually makes it so you, you can increase the day-night speed. Oh. Okay. Oh. Huh. It has 0 hitbox. Why ain't this funky? Huh. Can I, like... There we are. Yeah. You know I was saying, like, the weird holes? These are the weird holes. That's interesting. It's all interesting here. Let's spawn in a sea moth just so I'm going around quick. So yeah, these are the weird holes that I was asking about and curious about. So, are we still inside of the ship? Yeah, we're still inside of the ship. It's doing weird nonsense to us right now. Ah, what the... Alright. Yeah, so it still has collision down low. It's just up high it doesn't. That's interesting. Oh, Batbeard's in chat. Hey, Batbeard, B. Batbeard, play this game. It's weird. I am breaking it hard. Alright, yeah, let's... Can I, like, leave through here, or am I just seeing through the texture? Nope. Hey, there's a Reaper Leviathan down there. Hey! Let's flash our lights at him a little bit. He seems wildly unconcerned about the current situation. Well, yeah, as well he should. This is kind of nonsense. Well, I guess let's explode the ship. Yeah, you can see my platform up there. I could build inside this thing, but... man, whatever. Actually, question. Where'd my Cyclops go? Let's see if I can edge it a little bit closer to the, see if I can edge it a little bit closer to the surface and stand on top of it. Hey, you can! Nice! Huh. That was surprisingly seamless, all things considered. And my platforms are still there. Yes! Alright, well... there's step one. Let's go get inside this monstrosity, then fix it up and see what happens. A lot of rumblings. That's okay. Yeah, I'm curious what happens if we fix the ship. It did that all without loading, so it means this stuff is preloaded. It just either becomes visible or... hell if I know, honestly. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I can do that faster. Well, anyway. Huh. Alright. That was unexpected. So... Huh. I don't know where I am now. Let's make it worse. I'm over here now. Hey. So yeah, it just warps in part of the floor, it looks like. Well, that's kind of cool. Restore ship. Boop. So... yeah. I mean, honestly, at this point, there's not much to do. So let's do, let's do... Aurora. What does that do? Well, I tried the cheat Aurora, but it didn't take. What is going on now? This is really weird. Alright, here, let's restore ship. Oh, wait, no, we want to explode ship. I'm floored that this doesn't do horrible things. Okay, so can I stand on this crate? No, I can totally stand on that crate. Let's find, like, a weirder spot. And then we'll try Aurora. Yeah, let's find a weirder spot to be standing while the ship explodes. There's got to be a supply crate, like, up here that won't despawn. Yeah, this one looks like the ship is not having a good day. You're not wrong. Okay, so this seems like a reasonable spot to restore ship from. Alright, so now I am floating here. Oh, that's weird. What is that? Is that part of the game normally? I don't know. We'll have to go check that out in a moment. Alright, let's explode it again. I could just imagine some poor person maybe was alive. Yeah, just like... I wonder if it warps me in a different section? I don't know. Well... Starship again. So we've got this, like, weird structure over here. These poor crabs, actually. Oh, it's the area on the other side of the prawns. Oh, shit, I should have brought a prawn with a grapple arm, actually. You know, it's probably not too late. Let's, spawn a prawn. And then prawn upgrades. Yeah, let's do it. Maybe. Let's see if there's a floor that I can reasonably be on or near or whatever. Is this a good spot? This probably is a good spot. Alright, there we go. So, I feel like I'm doing explosion-based time travel. Anyway, let's get up here and let's spawn a prawn. What? Cannot parse prawn as a tech type. What? Alright. This is confusing. Oh, it's spawn exosuit, maybe. There it is. Uh-oh. Oh. You know what? Close enough. Alright, there's upgrades. What are these? There we go. So we want the, jump jet. Obviously. I'll throw in the pressure compensator Mark II in the hardened shell. Okay, now we want to do... we don't want exosuit upgrades, we want exosuit arms. We want to do that twice. I don't know if I can have 2 torpedo arms, but we're gonna try it. So that's... Really? I don't think I ever got the prawn suit... Wait, these are drill arms. That's not what we're looking for here. Grappling arm and grappling arm. Okay, so we can double up on those. That's good. Don't care about the thermal reactor. I'll throw in a power efficiency module just because. Okay. You're definitely not supposed to bring this bad boy in, but that's okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. Can I... Yes! Spider suit. Spider suit. Does nothing, actually, really. This is kind of pitiful. Come on, guys. Work together on this one. Well, this is... Huh. Well, this is... a little bit less than I was expecting out of this. I was really expecting I'd at least be able to jump boost or something. Alright, whatever. Zoop. Oh, standing on that box. Uh-oh. Alright. Let me see. The adventures of Wanderbot and Spider Suit continue. No, this isn't gonna work. What other kind of weird shit can I hook onto in here? Not really much of anything. Be great if I missed. Alright. The grapples don't work correctly when out of water. This sucks. Alright. Ah, shoot. Okay, looks like I can hold on the... Bam! Okay, let's see what happens when I'm hanging off of a predetermined level section. Interestingly enough, Surprisingly little. There is stuff in here, though. I might be able to, like, swing around and do some weird shit. Let's see. As long as I don't let go, we'll probably be fine. I mean, we're fine no matter what. It's just a matter of what kind of weird shit can I hook onto. Okay. Let's see. Because, yeah, we're officially out of the level at this point. Can I... Awesome. Ha ha! Shit. I missed. Alright, we want to let go. What is down here? Huh. Can I move? What is? There's like odd visuals going on here. It's like destroyed ship parts and some other things. What else do we have? Invisible walls of plenty. That's for certain. Yeah, it looks like I've wedged myself in a weird, weird location. Alright. When in doubt, restore ship, see what other weird locations we can get to in here. Yeah, so there's like sandy beach level, stuff here. Whoa, there's a quartz deposit inside the Aurora. Funky. What else is around here? People in chat are just very uncomfortable with my actions. This is why I do the things that I do. Oh. Okay, nope, it worked. Alright, let's see if I can... Huh. Alright. Yeah, surprisingly, nothing really changes back here. That's interesting. There's so little of the Aurora that actually gets used by this. Alright. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, it'd be great if I could actually, like, hook onto something up high. But... We can't really Air Jordan on this thing. If we could jump jet and grappling hook, I'd love to, like... monkey through. It'd be great if I could do like SV gravity or something. Ah, man. Does anybody know if there's a console command for messing with gravity in this game? Because that'd be amazing. All right, whatever. Anyway, do I have to be out of this thing? What's Sub Aurora?